Hey everybody, I'm going to be doing a somewhat of a product review of the toners that I use for my skincare, and I have to admit to you guys, I am not an expert whatsoever in the realm of toners. So I kind of cheated a little bit, and I've got some notes that I took off of Carolyn Hiron's blog that she writes. If you really want to learn about them, check her blog out, and she's also got some videos on YouTube. I will link those below, and they will help you out more than I ever can, but I thought I would kind of tell you what I think about the ones, and then I'm just going to tell you what overall I'm not going to read all of these, all the words on the pages, but just kind of overall what she says about them. And then she does way more in depth than I ever could, because she's the expert on this subject. But I have 4 particular toners that in my line of products that I have. I have the First Aid Beauty Facial Radiance Pads, and these are I think the most gentle. And so this particular thing, you get 60 pads, so basically you can use this twice a day. So there's what those look like that. Then I have, this was a free gift, and so this is also very gentle right here. This is by Lancôme, and most of this is going to be in French. I can't read it, but it says this is a comforting, rehydrating toner for dry skin. So I like this one as well, and I just use a cotton pad. Just open it up, squirt a little bit out on a cotton pad, and then just rub it all over my face. So yeah, I just kind of start, I'm not sure if you're supposed to start from up here and go up or start up here and go down. I'm really not sure. Then I have, these are a little bit different, but I have the Peter Thomas Roth Un-Wrinkle Peel Pads. These are a little bit different than the rest of them, and I will get into that in just a minute. Then this other one right here, I am not even really going to be able to pronounce most of this for you, especially the name of it. So I will put all the names below the ones I have. I can pronounce the first word, and that's Biologique. And then the other word, I can't even get out. I tried and I tried. I had somebody that speaks French tell me how to pronounce it, and I tried to repeat after her. Cannot pronounce that second word on there. But I got the first one down, Biologique, and she basically just told me it means biologic research, or biologic research is what that means, but that's the brand. And this is the lotion P50W1970, and the W on it, my understanding, this was the gentlest of all the toners in this line, and I had never even heard of this brand until I watched Carolyn's video on toners. And this, she said, I think was like the top of the line for her is this particular one, and I ordered it from Rescue Spa. There was literally, what I found, 2 places in the US that you could order these from, and I went with Rescue Spa because I think it was cheaper. Okay, the rest of the Peter Thomas Roth and the First Aid Beauty I got at Sephora. The little one by Lancôme came in a free gift. I probably got it at Dillard's. So anyway, let me go back to my notes and tell you what Carolyn says a toner is supposed to do for you. She says for her, they have these basic functionings. It's a balancing, it's an exfoliating, it's a hydrating, and penetration. So the balancing, she talks about when you cleanse your skin, sometimes it can get your pH balance off a little bit, and the toner will put it back into balance. And then it's also an exfoliating product, and a lot of times these toners now are called lotions. They are not the same toners that were out in the 1980s. Those were like practically just stripped your skin and mostly alcohol. So they do have an exfoliating property, and this one of my group, this one is the best exfoliator right here, I think. And I'll get to that in a minute, but of my group, that one's the best, the Peter Thomas Roth. Then she said it's also hydrating. She says the #1 skin condition is dehydration. And she said, we are almost all universally dehydrated. I am definitely quoting from her right now. That is not my words. So I don't want anybody to think I'm plagiarizing or saying something that, calling it my own. So those are her words. And so she said, a good toner will act as a humidicant. I'm not sure if I pronounced that word right, but it attracts moisture from the air and it traps it in the top layers of skin. And she says, I mean a toner, not just a water spray. And she says the body is not capable, and this makes sense, it's not capable of absorbing water on its own. And think about it. She says if you would, when you take a bath, if your skin absorbed all that water by itself, you would just swell up and drown in the bath. So, and I laughed about that. I was like, she's right. So you need a toner to help out with that moisture absorption. And then penetration. She talks about it will help the absorption of other products that you put on your skin, like serums, moisturizer. So what she says do, and I've been trying to follow her practice, is cleanse your skin, then do a toner, then do a serum, then an eye cream, and then a moisturizer. And what she has said is that basically your money should be spent on these first items, and then the moisturizer you can buy like drugstore type thing on that, and not spend as much on the moisturizer as you can on your serums and your toners. Those two are much more important. I think that's what she would say, and I think she has said that because that's where I got that from. And so anyway, that's pretty much what she says about them. So I've got information about each one of these in particular, and I will tell you what the site said about them. So the First Aid Beauty Facial Radiance Pads, it says it's a daily treatment pad that exfoliates, tones, and brightens. These facial radiant pads contain just the right amount of lactic and glycolic acids to make them safe and effective for everyday use, even for people with reactive skin. It says cucumber and Indian gooseberry tone the face, while lemon peel and licorice root leave the skin bright and glowing. These are the First Aid Beauty Facial Radiance Pads. They're free of harsh chemicals, colorants. They don't have parabens, sulfates, and phthalates. I may have said that wrong, but I can use these twice a day. I have sensitive skin and it does not bother me whatsoever. So you just take one out after you cleanse and then wipe it all over your face and just throw the pad away. And then I can use it at night as well after I do the same thing. Cleanse my face and just wipe it all over. And I personally try not to cleanse my face more than twice a day. There are some incidents where I do feel it kind of necessary to do it 3 times a day, but that is rare. So for example, you get up in the morning, you cleanse your face, you've gone for a while, you come back, and then you've got to go somewhere else. I tend to like to wash my face again, then I always wash it before I go to bed. The one thing about this particular thing that I'm not a huge fan of, but I deal with it, is the fact that it does leave a little stickiness or tackiness to my skin after I use it. So I'll wipe it down, and then I'll put on my other serums and things of that nature. But I did just cleanse and then just use this and waited a little while to use the serums and the moisturizer just to see how it felt. And after an hour, you could still feel, you touch your face and feel it was a little tacky feeling. And this particular one kind of does the same thing as well. So let's go. My next one that I've got written down is the Peter Thomas Roth Un-Wrinkle Pads. This is a daily hydroxy acid and peptide facial peel, so it's a little bit different. And after you use this, it says leave it on. You can use it 1 to 2 times a week and build up to 4 to 5 times a week if it's well tolerated, and you may use it 1 to 2 times daily. I would not do this twice daily at all. I'm more of a 1 to 2 time a week person with these because they are quite strong. And it says if you have really oily skin, then you could start with daily use and then go up to 2 times a week. My skin tends to be more dry in the winter, more oily in the summer, but I'm more of a 1 to 2 times a week. So you put it on, and I was trying to find the exact directions. Okay, it says use daily on clean skin in the AM and or PM. That's, iffy right there. Use it as applicable to you and what your skin does. It says apply to the face, the neck, and décolleté tops of hands, then leave on for approximately 60 seconds or up to 3 minutes, and then rinse thoroughly with water to neutralize the peel and pat dry. So this product gets washed off because of the fact of what it does. It's working on the fine lines and wrinkles. And I have to say, I really, really like the fact that it does an amazing job, and then when you wash it off, your face is not left with a sticky residue. So overall, these are probably my favorites, honestly, of the group that I got. And I feel like my skin feels the best after using this particular one here by Peter Thomas Roth. And then it just says, down here, I've already read a lot off of that, but it says, regular use of Peter Thomas Roth Un-Wrinkle Peel Pads reveals clear, radiant skin. A unique complex gently exfoliates the skin to support the natural cell turnover while protecting skin from environmental damage and boosting moisture. Okay, so the Biologique one right here, the P50W. This is I think a French brand. I'm almost positive because I had to get a French speaker to pronounce that for me. It gently exfoliates and balances the epidermis, and it says this is the gentlest, this particular one, the P50W, it's the gentlest exfoliator with a formula rich in anti-inflammatory active ingredients, and it is recommended for fine, sensitive skin right here. And again, you just, this one I believe it wants you to pat it over the area instead of just rub over. But anyway, I just pat it on and leave it on, but they do recommend it. It says remove with this other thing that's in French and I can't pronounce it. So I honestly just leave it on after it. I don't think it says you have to take it off, but anyway, this is a good one, but it's harder to get a hold of, honestly. And then it says the P50, the P50V, the P50W. Balancing exfoliators are a unique fruit of 30 years of reflection and experience. The P50 balancing exfoliators speed up the epidermis natural exfoliating process and reconstruction of the epidermal shield. I mean, this just goes on technical, but it really, really helps the skin. So then the last one that I got right here, I don't have a whole lot to say about this one. It is for dry skin. It's in their dry skin range from Lancôme. And really, there's not a lot. I just got one little paragraph. It says, this silky, soft, moisturizing toner immediately rehydrates and gently purifies skin. The instantly smoothing formula made with honey and sweet almond extract gives skin a soft, fresh, clean, and incredibly comfortable feeling. Wow, I can't read. But I honestly would recommend any one of these toners whatsoever, just depending on your skin type. These are all for the three of these, the Facial First Aid Beauty, the P50W, and these are pretty much for sensitive skin right here. And then the Peter Thomas Roth Un-Wrinkle pads are more for, it's for all skin types, but depending on what your skin combination is like, whether it be combo skin, oily skin, dry skin, will depend on how often you can use these. On the others, I feel safe using those twice a day, and I have, and not a single reaction to the others. This one could definitely cause me a reaction because I have sensitive skin. So 1 to 2 times a week is great for me. If you have super oily skin, do more than that. But anyway, these are all of my toners that I have. Thank you so much for watching, and sometimes these things are called lotions instead of toners. Keep that in mind. I really appreciate it. I will link the names of them below, and Carolyn's blog and video on toners, so you can get a much more in-depth review of those. But thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Bye, guys.